She could be up, or she could be down, but I'm not around to see it. Or she could be up, or she could be down, but I'm not around to see it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, let me know in the comment section down below how you found me. If you're a return subscriber, thank you for tuning back in to see my face. This video was not the original video I planned on putting out today, but it's the one that got put out today because I just had to get it out after all this stuff I didn't see on social media. Yeah, so as y'all can tell by the title of this video, we're doing YouTubers I don't like. This content, it's not new to my channel. It's very reminiscent of my previous solo content, and I want to start getting back into that. I'm still gonna do my current content, but I did like covering social media, like news and drama and stuff like that, because I'm always talking about it anyways, and you know, why not use my platform to talk about and give my opinion? I want to give my little 2 cents. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. We're gonna start off with like the more popular ones on the list, so like ones that I know that people for the most part could understand why, and then we'll move on to the ones that's like, I wouldn't say less popular, but they might be on the fence for some people, and I just don't know how everyone would take it, but I also, it's my opinion. The first on my list is the Ace family. If you already know anything about that family, then you know what it is and what it ain't. The biggest offender in that family channel, obviously nothing towards the kids, their children, they don't have any say in what videos they're put in, anything like that, so I will never speak ill on someone's child. They're not in the question. We're talking about the mother and the father, Austin and Catherine. Austin, he has multiple cheating allegations against him. Then there was like this weird period of like him trying to prove he was black by bringing his black mom. I don't know what the whole ordeal was. I don't know who asked. I don't know what was going on, but it was really weird the way the interaction was. Like, it was like, yeah, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black, and I was just like, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. Like, I don't know what it was, but like that was like the first, not the first time I was introduced to him, but like one of the first time I had like really seen him, and like all of that was just like what's going on? Yeah, so besides that, there was like all the cheating allegations. If there's any new ones or current ones, I don't know. I just know that there were some in the past. There's even been allegations and accusations of assault. I'm always gonna say allegedly and allegations because none of this stuff has been to court, and I don't want to get in trouble or anything. So yeah, so there was like that whole thing going on. None of this stuff was ever addressed, so I can't even say how they feel on the situation or what they quote unquote thought process would be. But yeah, after a lot of those stuff came out, no one has really ever said anything about the cheating or the sexual assault accusations. So yeah, I just feel like, how are you a family channel and you have all of this going on? You're supposed to be a channel about family and love and being husband and wife with your children, and people cheating and apparently committing sexual assault, like allegedly. Then there's that, and then you know there's some people who feel bad for Catherine. I don't know, I just can't feel bad for her. She's just there, and she's just there. Like, I don't know, I don't feel bad for someone who stays just to stay, or quote unquote staying for the kids. Like, I don't believe in that. No. Then so De'Ara and Ken dropped a video today basically saying they're both going to be making their own separate channels. And so the next person I have on my list is Ken. Because Ken, what do you have going on? Like, everything that's going on right now is because of you. And I say that solely because, like, I could understand that people grow apart. They might not always be together. Like, couples don't last forever. Like, that's fine. I have no issues, you know, with couples growing apart, and that's like, it's not like it's my relationship to ever have an issue with it in the first place, but it's the fact that you were caught. First it was like that whole cheating scandal with the girl and the emails and the FaceTime calls, but y'all came on YouTube, y'all quote unquote cleared it up, and y'all said it wasn't really like that, and you know, everybody was like, all right, we'll let it rock. I mean, that kind of ruined it for me, but a lot of people, for them, they was like, okay, y'all said this ain't what it is, and then it ain't what it is. Then you got caught in some parking lot touching on some girl on her behind and hugging up on her in a way that was not really like appropriate for someone in a relationship. And then again, you on somebody's live stream or some video streaming thing and you're flirting with some girl, like, you're just out here embarrassing De'Ara for what? Like, I hope you know that we all came to see her anyways. Like, the whole reason we all stuck around, the whole reason, like, people gravitated towards y'all because of De'Ara. Like, her personality is as big as life. And you were like, I hate to say this, but it was low-key like an accessory. Like, yeah, Ken's there and Ken's cool, but the real showstopper is De'Ara. And then you're out here doing all of this after y'all are engaged and stuff and bought land. Like, who told you that was okay? Like, you just ruined it for yourself. Because if you think De'Ara not gonna still get that bag after y'all break up, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Ken. Like, De'Ara gonna still get that bag. You, on the other hand, it might be a lot lighter. But that's neither here nor there. Next on my list is Tracia Pedes. I feel like that's self-explanatory as to why I wouldn't like her. But, like, what really, like, is ticking me off is the amount of people that have decided to start re-supporting because of this, like, rebrand that they're doing. I don't know. I just feel like everybody's kind of, like, forgetting all the xenophobic, I'm pretty sure anti-Semitic at one point. Like, it's just a long list of offenses. Like, I just don't know how people are re-supporting because of some rebrand. Like, I just don't get it. Like, but that's not my business. But yeah, Shane Dawson, I feel like that's self-explanatory. I don't feel like I have to go into detail with y'all about why I don't like that man. It is what it is. Ugh. And then next is James Charles. Oh my gosh, I tried to give him a chance because, you know, I really was trying to get into makeup around the time he started growing his channel. But, like, all these accusations, all these allegedly stuff that you're doing with minors is getting out of hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, I'm hearing as far as 8 allegations. Every single last one of them can't be lying. Every single time you could not have, quote unquote, not known. Especially when one of the ones that came out, one of the victims that came out, their entire age was in their bio. People were saying happy birthday under a post that had their age. So, like, I just don't, like, it's too many allegations for me. And then there was that whole scandal with him and, what's the girl? I don't know, the sugar bear hair girl. And that was just dumb to me. Like, that was just all types of, oh, Tati, is that her name? That whole quote-unquote drama, I was just like, what even is this? And it's the fact that he's also cool with people like Nikita. I don't like Nikita. She's also a YouTuber. I don't like her neither. The constant blackfishing and then trying to tell people we're crazy. And then the constant appropriating black hairstyles, wearing a do-rag. Like, what are you doing? Like, these YouTubers, and they all hang out in this, like, little group, including, like, the TikTokers they hang out with. But that's going to be another video of TikTokers I don't like because, I don't know. But I feel like James, like, he was cool in the beginning. Now it's just, like, allegation after allegation. It's like, you're weird. Like, every one of these people can't be lying, especially when all these people keep coming out with proof after proof after proof and they all lying. Do you think we're dumb? Do you think we're dumb? I think you think we're dumb, and I don't like that. You're trying to play our intelligence. That's not yeah. So we got Tina, Queen Naija's sister. I, like, honestly, I never cared for the girl. Like, I've never watched her, nothing like that. And I didn't really care to watch her, especially, you know, it was like she was always in drama with her sister. Like, it was always back and forth, and, like, it just never gave. Like, she never had her own niche besides being Queen's sister, honestly. So I just didn't feel the need to check out her channel. But she's been real xenophobic lately, like, in light of the earthquake and the hurricane that happened here, not here, but happened in Haiti. If y'all don't know, I'm Haitian. Like, my family's from Haiti, and she's being very xenophobic towards us. She's saying that, you know, God's punishing us for who we worship. And I'm like, 90% of the country are Christian, or practice a form of Christianity. So I said, how is God punishing them for what they, you know, are worshiping when they worship him? Yeah, so I don't know, just being real nasty in the midst of people facing a humanitarian crisis / natural disaster. Like, why would you even utter your mouth to say that? Like, no one asked for her opinion. She just went out of her way to repost somebody else's post to talk ish. And, like, I don't like that. You're xenophobic, you're weird, and let's not forget the fact that when her and Queen were beefing a couple months ago, about like the whole CJ's kindergarten thing, she threw Queen's molestation in her face. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Queen Naija these days. Like, in her earlier days, yeah, as time has went on, she does make good music, but I'm not into her as much as I used to be. But to throw somebody's entire molestation in their face, to throw something that happened to them when they were a child and they could not control in their face, you're a different type of evil. You're a different type of evil, and you ain't seen them pearly gates like you claim to. And then there's the fact that when Clarence and Queen first got together, she stole Claire Bear's credit card and was buying young boy merchandise. Like, you are not the person I would choose to follow about morality. Like, it's giving murky. It's giving, oh, I've repented and now I'm holier than everybody else. No, it never gave. So yeah, I don't like her because of that. That whole family just seems real manipulative, and they just weird. Then on my list is CJ So Cool. In his earlier days, I loved his content, him and Royalty. Like, they was cool, like, their reactions, all that stuff. And then they started, the family things with, like, the kids. And it was cool. But as time went on, money went to people's heads. And it was constantly cheating on Royalty and all this other stuff, and it's trolling on the internet to the point that it's just like he just became a very unlikable person. Even recently, now that him and Royalty have gotten back together, his captions about, oh, it's not even that hard to stop cheating, or Soulja Boy was right, take Royalty everywhere I go and I won't cheat. Like, I don't know, it's like you're making a mockery of it. But like, you were engaged to this woman after how long you guys were together. Y'all finally got engaged, and even before the engagement there were still cheating scandals. And I don't know, like, it's weird. And then they would also get upset at people talking about it, because what do you want us to do? Y'all put all this stuff on the internet and then you're mad the internet has an opinion. Like, that's not how it works. I'm just not here for cheating and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I don't like CJ So Cool. Maybe he'll change in the future, and maybe, I'll start back liking him if he stays faithful and they do good. But as for currently, it's a no for me. And now down to my last two YouTubers. Okay, we have Carmen and Corey. If you don't know who Carmen and Corey is, they are a couples channel. They came on the rise, I want to say 2017, 2018. I got into them around 2018 when they went into a YouTuber house with Ari, Trey and Chris, and Nick and King. And, that's when couple channels were still at their hype on YouTube. So I got into them because of that house, and they seemed funny, they seemed like cool people, so I followed. I don't follow anymore. But yeah, let me get into why I don't like each of them respectively. Okay, first is Corey. Corey and Carmen are married, by the way. Corey is unfaithful. He has had many cheating allegations. I'm pretty sure he's admitted to some of them, and he's talked about doing better for Carmen, but we don't see that. Now he allegedly has a son with an ex-girlfriend. DNA testing has not been done. When it will be done, I do not know. They haven't said nothing about it besides the fact that, they're going to court, or they're taking the ex-girlfriend to court, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, there's the constant cheating scandals, and the fact that when he receives backlash, she always says is because people are bitter, and he never takes accountability to the fact that people just don't like cheaters. So if you cheat on your wife, the mother of your child, people will tend to say bad things about you, because how did you say you're going to take a vow to love and honor this woman and be loyal to her, and then turn around and cheat on her? He's even given her an STI. How true that is, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, allegedly. Yeah. And then there's the fact that, we already talked about him not taking accountability. There's the fact that he's constantly bashing the black community, and it's so weird to me. Like, and he speaks about the black community as if he's not a part of the black community. Like, he speaks about it as if he's a whole different race, not a part of the black community, like, at all. And I'm just like, when people talk like that, it makes me like look at you like side eye, because there's a good chance you don't like yourself, and I don't think he loves himself. I genuinely think he doesn't like being black. Like, honestly, because the way he's always bashing the black community, he's like, oh, we're the only ones who have something to say about him. But in reality, the black community is just who your audience is. That's who built your foundation up for you to have this successful YouTube page. And you know, majority of his audience now are younger children, but like people around my age and who like were in high school when they started watching them, they already know what's good and they just don't care for his business. And then there's the fact that he's constantly bashing black women. Like every single time he will bash a black woman, he will say, oh, we're bitter, we're jealous of Carmen and all this other stuff. And it's just like, no, that's not true. You think we're bitter because we're trying to tell you or hold you accountable because you're always cheating and then never wanting to take responsibility about it, and you think that means we're bitter. We as black women will tell you not to bash the black community, your biggest audience and your biggest supporters, not I, and you will view that as bashing. And then on top of that, the women he cheats on Carmen with are usually black women. And on top of that, he's also married to a non-black woman who constantly wears black cultural hairstyles despite not being black, speaks in AAVE, and it's just like, and has had surgery. I have nothing against nobody who gets surgery, but it's the fact that the specific surgery she got, like the butt enhancements and stuff, those are things heavily associated with being a black woman. So somebody who speaks a dialect created by black people here in America, wears their cultural hairstyles, and you know, gets their features to emulate that of black women, but black women are the ones who are jealous. Why are we jealous if she's getting stuff that we already have? Like, I'm confused. Like, what it is and what it ain't. Like, let's think logically here, because obviously we're not thinking logically. We're just saying stuff, and that's what makes me feel like he don't like himself, because there's no way you're sitting here with a non-black person who emulates everything about black women and black people. Like, you like the idea of blackness, but you don't like it on black people. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just gonna continue. All I'm gonna say is leave the black community alone and leave black women alone. I beg. Like, as soon as they stop supporting you, then it's gonna be, oh, black people don't support each other and this, that, and the third. When in reality, you constantly bash us and talk ish about us and expect us to still stand behind you when you don't even like us. Like, ugh. Moving on, Carmen. Oh my goodness. I already talked about the fact that homegirl culturally appropriates like crazy, like always wearing black cultural hairstyles, despite the fact that she's Hispanic/Latino, meaning you have a very rich culture. Why she won't embrace that, I could not tell you. I could not tell you why she won't embrace the beautiful culture that she already has and she already came from, but she has this weird fetish with black culture, whether it's wearing the hairstyles, talking like black people here in America, specifically African American. Like, no, she has a fetish with African American culture. Like, truly and honestly, she does have a fetish with it, and it's so weird to me. I mind mine, but it's just, it don't give. It really don't. And it don't help that her entire circle is darn near all black people. Like, and a lot of them just don't care. They let her wear the hairstyles. They don't, you know, they don't say nothing about it. And, you know, at first I did feel bad that she was getting cheated on. I did, because I don't think anyone deserves to get cheated on. Man, woman, they, them. I don't feel like anybody should, you know, get cheated on. But at a certain point, I stopped feeling bad. And I'm at the point where I've been stopped feeling bad, because cheating scandal after cheating scandal after cheating scandal, it's obviously clear, it's painfully clear, Carmen is not leaving Corey. So there's nothing for me to feel bad about at all. She don't feel bad. She don't care. She's staying and she stay. It is what it is. She says they're apparently getting DNA test done, and she said if the baby is his, that she'll leave him, but I don't think she will. But that's my opinion. Another reason I don't like her is because she sits there like a dumb duck when Corey is bashing black women. And like, the crazy thing about it, you would think she would maybe correct him because, like, hello, your mother-in-law. And mind you, Corey has a kid that was born before him and Carmen's child, so his first baby mother is also a black woman. You would think those two would garner for him to have some respect for the demographic of black women, but obviously, you know, that means nothing to him when you don't like yourself, and he clearly don't like himself. So I don't know. And Carmen obviously ain't gonna say nothing, because if it ain't bashing her, then she don't care. I don't know. It was something about her and going back and forth about the word ghetto. I was just like, girl, shut up. Anyways, last thing is, I can't fault someone who's been humiliated countless times on the internet to be defensive when it comes to, you know, things being said about them. I can understand Carmen being a defensive person on the internet with the constant humiliation her husband puts her through. But sometimes I just feel like she enjoys the drama. She enjoys the attention because it gets her engagements up. It gets her views up. And I feel like she enjoys it. As much as she says she hates people talking about her, I don't think she really does. Because, and one of the things that made me truly see that, because at first I thought, okay, you know, maybe she has every right to defend herself. But then there are times where she's just talking, but nothing was really being said about her. Like, I'm gonna use the her and Ari for example, right? You know, they were in the YouTube house together. They were friends. They were pretty close. Her, Nick, and Ari were like the baby mama crew. And you know, obviously after they moved out, people started having families, living their own lives. Obviously, you know, they're not gonna always have time for each other. She unfollowed Ari, so Ari also unfollowed her on Instagram. And you know, people noticed that, like, that's like the T page's job. They're supposed to notice who influencers are unfollowing and following and what's going on and who's doing what. So yeah, they made a post basically saying the two have unfollowed each other and things of that nature. After that post was made, Carmen made mad tweets and stuff, basically trying to defend why they unfollowed each other, and she was just doing the most. And like, what really threw me for a loop, and like, she's posting screenshots of their conversation about, oh, it's no beef, it's mutual, this, that, and the third, when she could have completely ignored the situation the same way Ari did. What was the reason? A T page's job is to report which influencer is following and unfollowing each other. This is nothing new. This is something that they've been doing since their inception. So why she felt the need to go on this long Twitter rant and saying, oh, we're making her the bad guy? I said, who made you the bad guy? The pages reported the news. Majority of the people were like, we don't care, and then we went about our business. And then you went on a long Twitter rant, which is when people started bashing you and started getting annoyed because they're like, why are you doing all this? And now recently, this is what prompted me to make the video. Her and Nick were going back and forth because Nick essentially made a YouTube video answering questions from her followers. And, you know, Nick ended up just saying that somebody asked her, will her and Carmen ever be friends again? And Nick said, honestly, no, like, they're not going to be friends. And that was it. Nick didn't say anything bad about her. And Nick didn't, you know, talk ish about her. Didn't do anything nasty or nothing. She just, somebody asked a question she said no. Carmen decided it was now time for her to make an entire I think it's about 30 minutes. I don't know. I didn't see the video. I didn't watch the video. I ain't going to watch the video. She made an entire video about Nick displaying their messages, saying, oh, you were friends with me though, you were trying to be friends with me until I blocked you, now all of a sudden you won't be friends with me again. And it's like, if you blocked her, why do you care that she said you guys won't be friends? Maybe she said that because you blocked her. Did that not come to mind? Did it not come to mind that she's like, oh, we're really not gonna be friends no more, she just blocked me out the blue? If you blocked her, she's not gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna try and be friends maybe in the future, if you just blocked her. And anyways, even if y'all were friends behind the scenes, that's her business. Maybe she didn't want to get embarrassed in front of public twice. Like, you're constantly putting your business out there. And she obviously, Nick is somebody who don't put her business out there like that. And like, another thing I don't like about Carmen, she be airing out Nick's business. She was like, oh, you been knew Nick King was cheating on you before the whole me and him thing happened. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you fall out with somebody and you air out their whole business that ain't even yours to air out. Like, you want to play victim, you want to say people are making you the big bad, you make yourself the big bad. And I don't even think you're the big bad. I think you're just an attention seeker, honestly, because it drives up engagement and it drives up views. Like, you did it with the funny mic thing, and now you're doing it again with Nick. Somebody asked one question about you, and she answered that one question and kept it pushing. And then you decide to make a whole YouTube video about it, production team and all. And then you want to say that she's copying your videos. But you just said you got the video from someone else. So how is she copying you if you got it from somebody else? The whole walking around your house and answering questions about yourself, that's nothing new. I forgot what magazine does it, but there's a whole magazine page on YouTube that does it with major celebrities. You're not the first and you won't be the last. The whole knocking thing, the whole walking through the house, that's not a new concept. You obviously got it from someone else, so why wouldn't you think she got it from somebody else? I can't, like, these YouTubers just honestly irk my soul. Whether it's the appropriation, the xenophobia, just the blatant stupidity. Like, there's just some things that we don't care to hear about. And even if we did care to hear about it, you talk about it and you do it so darn much, it's boring at this point. Like, give it a break, give it a rest. Yeah, so these were YouTubers I may have liked at one point, I no longer like, or I never liked at all, and I still don't like, or I've just never seen and I've been completely turned off. But yeah, if there's a YouTuber you guys don't like, let me know in the comment section down below. I do interact with my comments. Yeah, if y'all would, I don't want to say a part 2 of this video because there's not many people I don't like. So yeah. But I will do a video on TikTokers I don't like. If you guys do want to see that, let me know in the comment section down below. And I will make sure to see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Oh, she could be